And what are we tuning out to tune into? Let's just talk about it for a minute. In your life, what are you tuning out every day? I mean, think about it. Think about it now. What are you tuning out to tune into? Proverbs 30 says there are 4 things in the earth that never are satisfied or never say enough. The grave, the womb, the water, and fire. Fire. Water on the earth and fire. 4 things. The grave is never satisfied. The womb is never satisfied. Watering the dry earth is never satisfied. And fire, once it burns, cannot never be satisfied. And you know what, saints? We've let things attract us that distract us to attract us to things that can never satisfy us. Come on. How many of you know whatever you ate that was the best you ever ate is gone? And it doesn't satisfy you but for a short period. Is that right? But what really satisfies you? When you get my age, you start looking at values and you start looking at priorities and you start looking at things that are significant and you start saying, what really satisfies me? And the things that people are in hot pursuit for today, only when they get it do they find out it didn't satisfy them. If that weren't true, how come you have so many NBA, NFL, American League, National League baseball player, hockey player, all these millionaire kids that are in jail, are in trouble, are divorced 3 and 4 times, and et cetera, how come, and got AIDS and everything else? If that was what satisfied, how come they ain't satisfied? I really believe this is a solution. This is a real, not a solution as alone, but it is a solution, and it is a product of the problem. Listen real good. I believe people are lonely and people need relationships. And I add a comment to what Joe Matera preached here Sunday night. People are afraid to be quiet. That's why most of our creation of disturbances are noise-based. Most of the things that are distracting us in society are noise-based. Come on. It's all about put on your iPod. I'm watching the Olympics and these guys are going 90 miles an hour down the slalom slopes and skiing, and they got iPods hooked in their head. All these disturbances that are around us, think about it, they have noise-based to us. Loneliness is a key. People are lonely. People are lonely. They're sitting in homes with families and they're still alone. People are sitting in church today and they're still alone. And so they have to fill their lives with noise and with something. So the enemy is such a master of distraction. He puts things in front of us constantly to keep us turned away from the intended plan that God has for us. Hello? What's our solution to all the distractions and the loneliness? It's 1 Timothy 4:16. It says, take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine, continue in them, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. What does that mean? What does that really mean? Paul was saying this. The word take heed means in the Greek to grab a hold of something very tightly or to have an extremely firm grip on something that you regard as important. Are you hearing me? Paul said, look, you want to get your doctrine right, and you want to be able to have it right so you can tell other people and all those good things. But he said, first of all, you got to do this. You got to stop and take heed to yourself. You got to stop and grab a hold of something that can hold on to you and that can speak to you.